underneath the mask. I want to entitle this one Paying Attention to Detail. People, male, female, black, white, any other race, young or old, paying attention to detail. And what I mean by paying attention to detail, especially if you're the one that's doing whatever it is that you're doing, from breaking something apart, putting it back together, from painting to remodeling something, from working on your car, painting your car, trimming a tree, grooming your flowers, whatever, pruning your flowers, whatever. Pay attention to detail. Put detail in it. Why? Because you're the one that's doing it. So regardless of who you're doing this for, regardless of what you're doing it for, even if you mad and want to bust up and break up somebody's car or house or whatever the case you mean, pay attention to detail. And on the note of doing it in some destructive manner, you want to pay attention to detail because you don't want to leave some shit behind and incriminate yourself. Same thing with paying attention to detail, doing it the right way. You want to leave something behind so people will know you did it. One thing I've learned about the yin and the yang, this is kind of left field, but at the same time it's relevant how I'm making it. The yin and the yang represents night and day, good and bad, male and female. It's the opposites that make the complete circle, that makes the equation whole. You can't have one without the other, period. And according to the yin and the yang, you know, if for those of you that don't know what the yin and the yang is the circle with the black and the white, I guess, what would you call them? Teardrops, maybe. And they got a little circle in each one of the teardrops. The black one has a white circle, the white one has a black circle. But that represents, for every negative, which is the black, there's a little bit of positive. And for every positive, there's a little bit of negative, which is 100,000%, 100% understood on my end. People, pay attention to detail for the simple fact that you do it right the first time, you don't have to go back 100 times. You don't have to go back one time to fix the problem, unless the problem is worn out by just simple wear and tear or normal usage. So paying attention to detail also shows your level or lack thereof of commitment, which can be applied on several different levels, not only in the job that you're doing, but the life that you live. Some people that sit up here and say, oh, I'm just cutting grass. You ever notice the person that put his heart behind cutting the grass? Lawns be looking nice as fuck. But the person that just don't give a damn, you go out there and like, damn, dude, you could have did better than this. Lines all crooked, grass every damn well. You ain't rake. You ain't trim the head bushes evenly. Whatever. Pay attention to detail for the simple fact that, especially if you're a businessman. If you're a businessman and you have your own business, like me, for instance, I do car audio. I pay attention to detail, one, because that's how I was raised to be. On top of that, I got self-diagnosed OCD. So my installations, I don't give a damn how much they paying, what kind of car it is. My installations neat as hell, all of them. From even if I have to use trash bag ties to make my wires tight neat, from zip ties or whatever it is that I'm lacking in or have an abundance of, I make it look good. And I don't necessarily charge the client more for it, because I want my name stamped on my work. So when other people see, man, that look good, who did this? Now, either this person gonna lie and say they did it, which will show in the future, because I believe everything in the dark do come to light, or everything hidden will be eventually found or seen. But if we do tell, hey, this person here, which is my business, Chronic Installation, this dude named Marcus did this, oh, he did a damn good job. This shit sound good, look good, man. God doing. Or if it look good, sound bad, then it'll tell you it's just the quality of the shit that you bought. But nonetheless, same thing with my painting. I don't just go in there and slap paint on the wall and leave it be. I go in there and I make sure every goddamn corner is tucked tightly with paint. Every edge is against the edge and not overlapping onto the trim or whatever the case may be. I make sure for every straight line, there's for every 90-degree angle from ceiling to wall, there's a straight line dividing the two. I make sure there's no bleeding in the paint, etc., because I pay attention to detail. A lot of people, we call that detail. I call it passion, because I'm passionate about anything that I personally choose to do. Treating a woman like a woman, treating children like children, having fun with children, treating a man like a man, treating an asshole like an asshole. Just imagine if I got into a fucking fight. I'm passionate about everything I do. If I got into a fight, I will beat your ass passionately. A lot of you stupid motherfuckers need to look up the word passion, because y'all will take that and flip it. Because the majority of you dumb motherfuckers love to make homosexual jokes. But hey, that's another underneath the mask. Detail, people. Pay attention to detail. Your life will go a lot better. Fuck putting this God or Jesus in the equation. You give yourself the same power you give this Jew. Pay attention to detail and watch and see how your life starts to change. Pay attention to detail in your speech. Pay attention to detail in your look, detail in your walk, etc., etc. Everything in life, the way you drive, the way you look at shit, the way you analyze, pay attention to detail in it all. There's a saying for you Christian people: the devil's in the detail. You know why the devil is hidden in the detail? And when you don't pay attention to detail, you ignore the devil that's in the detail. That's when your shit starts to crumble. That's when your shit don't come out right. Because you, as a Christian, just talking to you Christian people about this particular way of thinking, the devil's in the detail. When you ignore the detail, you ignore, i.e. you're praying. When you're praying about something, yet you ignore praying, the entire detail behind it. Passion and praying don't mean you're yelling and screaming and all this other shit. But you are like, whatever it is that you're praying for a house. Go into detail. You want goddamn 7 steps in this motherfucking house with shag rugs going up the stairs and a picture of your children on each one of the stairs. Go into detail. Or you praying for a house, now you always gonna get a fucking shack in the ghetto where it's gonna end up getting robbed or something falling apart, or you're gonna get roaches and ain't never had them. Whatever the case may be, pay attention to detail. I gotta get out of here because I'm starting to rant.